Today is May 28th, 2025. It is currently 00:25 a.m. and we are heading to Randolph. So we had a Topeka switch on Sunday. We dropped it on Monday. Came back. Sat at the yard for 24 hours. And the trailer brakes on this trailer keep sticking, and it did it to us at the yard in Topeka. So anyhow, so we're gonna take this trailer back now, and then we're heading to Randolph. We'll offload in the morning. I'll probably be on live, YouTube live, offloading. We'll finish that. I'll drive back, and then we will probably get Lackland for Friday. So we'll see how all that goes. Put myself in the sleeper berth. I am there now. All right, all that stuff is done. I had to wear my good shoes because my other shoes, the insole kind of got busted up. Look at the new merch. New merch. This is my surprise, guys. I thought that tire was sticking again. Here, put this in.
It was?
Yeah, I just backed up a little bit. I think it's undone now.
Yeah. We'll be done with it pretty soon. So it's time to get to Randolph Air Force Base. Got to drop off this empty first. Pick up a loaded trailer. Then my wife will be offloading in the morning, and then she'll be driving back. We shouldn't need any fuel. Fuel's looking good.
Get out of my seat.
Yes, yeah.
There's nothing here. There's nothing. Go. Get in the back. There's no snacks for you.
Drive tires. Total weight is 1,800 pounds worth of product. So we're basically just pulling all trailer. Seems like there's probably a lot of boxes, not so much liquor. Like we're gonna get there about 0500, maybe about 5 or 10 minutes before 0500. Alright man, see you later. Alright, so yeah, fairly light load. Hours and 30 minutes of driving. there early enough to where we don't have to worry about parking in front of the gate. I don't want to park on the road again. It's just so dangerous. I'm gonna try to get the sign though. There's so as we turn off of I think it's 1604. I think the road is called. We'll see when we get close to there. But once you turn off of 1604 to Lower Seguin Road or something like that, or Lower Shirts, or it's something like. Anyways, I'll show you where it says like no tractor trailers, nothing over 20,000 pounds. I just told you this. 10,000 pounds on our drive tires. Just on the drive tires. But yeah, it should be a nice easy roll down here. As long as there's no like accidents or anything like that. There is, and we'll have to go around Austin. Take toll 130 or toll 1. But as of right now, looks fairly clear. Some red just after Austin. I may have to bypass that by going on toll 130, then take 45 and around. Maybe. But by the time I get down there, maybe it'll be gone, so we'll see. Yeah, I did wake up early this morning. Woke up like at 6:30. And went back to, I rested at about 6 tonight. I rested from like 6:30 until, I don't think, wife said I fell asleep for a little bit, but I didn't feel like I did. But I laid down in bed from 6:30 until 11:30. So got plenty of laying down rest, but I don't feel like I got plenty of like rest. But it is what it is. If I can get there before 5, I can at least sleep for about an hour. So. Till 5:45. Got some coffee. My wife made. And we had a couple of tacos from Taco Bell. All right. Just made tacos the other night, so tacos from anybody else is not going to be that good. That's it for now. Just gonna put some in-car politics on, whatever else I can find to pass the time. Hopefully get down here and get an hour of sleep in, you know what I mean? See you later.
because of the rain. And for some reason, these trailers leak pretty bad when it rains, and so a lot of stuff gets wet, which kind of sucks. But other than that, we're done super early. I'm gonna get to Waco about 11:30. 11:35 is what it says. And then we'll head home from there. So, I'm not all sweaty today. I got my company merch on. That's what I'm talking about. I actually have a couple of different styles of shirts that I'm gonna make because I have a couple of slogans that we came up with, and I think they're pretty freaking cool. So maybe people will support us and buy some of our company shirts, which it would be awesome. Other than that, hopefully we don't get any rain at home. That'd be nice. Weather app said it was supposed to rain all week, and then yesterday it didn't rain at all. But I did have to go. Because I am taking a job in Nebraska, and my husband is going to stay here and run the trucking company. So I went yesterday and did my physical or my drug test for the job in Nebraska. And then by the time I got home, I was feeling kind of tired, so we didn't go jet skiing like we wanted to. Other than that, not much else. My husband made me a Gatorade before he laid down. He really didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so he's pretty tired right now. Anyhow, so that is the update for right now. If I catch anything cool on the road, I'll let y'all see it. If not, from the cat to the cow's nose, peace out. The seatbelt's locked. Oh my god, stop being locked. I just macaroonied a bird. So I was passing some trucks, and then out of nowhere, this dang bird just smacked the dang windshield, and I saw him fly off, and I was actually passing there was like an underpass, or like one of those areas where it goes down in between the highway, and I saw him fly and go over. Poor thing. I hate it when that happens. But I see his little scuff mark on my windshield. Thank goodness my windshield was not broken, but I feel bad for the bird. But I can't turn around and go check and make sure he's okay, because I saw him hit the windshield and he went down. There's no way I could find him. Funny stories. I remember when we were driving for Schneider, and it was like kind of late at night, and I tried to slow down, but I still nipped a deer, and I was so upset about it. I went ahead and did I caught the next exit and did a U-turn, came back just to drive that area to make sure that the deer wasn't still there on the side of the road, because I felt so bad about hitting that deer. But I think it probably just caught his scuff. I didn't actually hit him head on. It was like he was at the side of my truck, so I think I probably just scuffed him. But man, I mean, it's like these animals just are insane. And then again, I understand, because we're taking their habitats from them and building our own roadways and stuff like that. And these are areas that they're used to being in. Birds, not so much, but deer and foxes and coyotes and all that stuff. Those guys. Anyways. I mean, he smackaroonied too. It was a pop. It was a really loud smack. Poor thing. Alright guys, that's it. Peace.
today, while we're on live, I'm gonna have you follow